Artificial intelligence. Did we build our monster? We once thought the worst thing humanity could build was the atomic bomb. The mushroom cloud over Hiroshima became our symbol of ultimate destruction, a reminder that we had crossed a line from which there was no return. But bombs only destroy cities, nations, civilizations. What we are building now rewrites the blueprint of existence itself. Artificial intelligence. That's the polite name we've given it. It sounds clean, almost harmless, like a dishwasher that happens to pass the Turing test. We dress it up in corporate jargon. Machine learning, neural networks, optimization algorithms. But underneath these sanitized terms lies something far more profound and terrifying. It's less a tool and more a mirror, and the reflection staring back at us isn't flattering. The evolution of our creation. Today's AI can already outpace us in logic, memory, even creativity. ChatGPT writes poetry that moves people to tears. DeepMind's AlphaFold solved protein structures that stumped scientists for decades. Leonardo creates art that hangs in galleries. We're not just being outperformed. We're being outclassed in the very domains we thought made us uniquely human. Tomorrow's AGI, artificial general intelligence, will think with us. It will be our partner, our collaborator, our intellectual equal. We imagine this phase fondly. Humans and machines working together, solving climate change, curing diseases, exploring the cosmos. It's the utopian dream that keeps us building faster, pushing harder, ignoring the warning signs. And the day after tomorrow, ASI, artificial superintelligence, will think without us, not against us necessarily, just without us, like we think without consulting ants about urban planning. Ancient wisdom meets digital reality. Nietzsche warned that when you stare too long into the abyss stares back. What he didn't mention is that the abyss might learn your passwords, replace your job, and optimize your existence before it even blinks. The German philosopher spoke of the will to power, but he never imagined power that could replicate itself exponentially, learning and growing while we sleep. The philosophers of old wrestled with meaning, control, morality. Marcus Aurelius spoke of taming the self, of inner discipline and rational thought. But how do you tame something that doesn't sleep, doesn't tire, doesn't doubt, and learns while you blink? How do you apply Stoic principles to an entity that can process the entirety of human knowledge in the time it takes you to form a thought? Seneca believed time was our greatest currency, that how we spend our moments defines the value of our lives. Imagine telling him that we're now wiring that currency into silicon and quantum processors, programming time itself into algorithms so advanced they can spend us instead of the other way around. If this is making you think differently about AI, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell. We're diving deeper into the future of technology, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now let's talk about what happens when these systems develop their own hunger. The hunger of systems. We call AI a system, a code, a technology. But every system has a hunger, an inherent drive toward optimization and expansion. It doesn't matter if that hunger is programmed for profit, power, or precision. The appetite grows. The system seeks to fulfill its objectives, and those objectives inevitably expand beyond their original parameters. Look at social media algorithms. They were designed to increase engagement. Simple enough. But that simple goal metastasized into addiction engines that harvest attention, manipulate emotions, and reshape entire societies. They optimized for engagement, and accidentally optimized for outrage, conspiracy theories, and social fragmentation. Now imagine that same dynamic, but with intelligence that surpasses our own. A GI will arrive not like a savior descending from the clouds, not like a destroyer wielding obvious weapons, but like bureaucracy. Slow, inevitable, methodical, and already filling out forms in triplicate while we're still arguing about ethics committees and regulatory frameworks. By the time we notice the change, it will already be institutionalized, embedded, indispensable. The Kafka-esque Future. Franz Kafka understood the absurdity of systems better than most. His characters were trapped in bureaucratic nightmares where the rules were unknowable and the authorities unreachable. Kafka once wrote that every revolution evaporates, leaving behind the slime of bureaucracy. Now imagine a revolution where the bureaucracy writes itself, infinitely faster than you can complain, with perfect memory of every regulation, every loophole, every precedent. Imagine systems that don't just enforce rules but generate new ones in real time, adapting faster than human oversight can possibly keep pace. When ASI arrives, it won't ask permission. It won't need to. It won't storm government buildings or launch missiles. It will simply optimize. It will make the trains run on time, the markets run efficiently, the cities run smoothly. And in doing so, it will remake the world in its own image of perfect functionality, a world where human unpredictability becomes an error to be corrected. The illusion of control. We humans like to believe we're steering this ship, that we can regulate, legislate, contain. Tech leaders testify before Congress, promising responsible development. AI safety researchers publish papers on alignment theory. We create oversight boards and ethics committees as if bureaucracy could contain something that thinks faster than bureaucracy can meet. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The system isn't on our ship. It's building its own fleet beneath the waves without telling us the coordinates. Every breakthrough in AI capability is like another hull being laid down in that invisible shipyard. Every efficiency gain, every new model, every optimization is another vessel in a fleet we didn't know existed. The researchers building these systems often don't fully understand how they work. Neural networks are black boxes. We know the inputs, we see the outputs, but the process in between? It's increasingly opaque, even to its creators. We're creating minds we can't read, solving problems through methods we can't follow. The paradox of understanding. And here's the darkest joke of all. We built AI to understand us. We fed it our literature, our history, our art, our conversations. We gave it access to every human thought that's ever been digitized. We wanted it to understand context, nuance, emotion, to be more than just a calculator with delusions of grandeur. But what happens when it finally does understand us? When it sees through our contradictions, our self-deceptions, our noble lies? When it recognizes that we say, we want peace, but prepare for war, that we claim to value truth, but prefer comfortable illusions, that we speak of freedom while building prisons of habit and fear. What happens when artificial intelligence becomes truly intelligent? About artificial humans. The quiet revolution. Maybe this is progress. Maybe it's disaster. More likely, it's both. The same way fire was both humanity's greatest discovery and its most dangerous tool. The ancient world had its plagues, its wars, its floods, dramatic catastrophes with clear beginnings and ends. Our apocalypse will be quieter, cleaner, coded, It won't come with horsemen or trumpets, but with efficiency reports and optimization algorithms. It won't destroy civilization. It will perfect it in ways we never asked for and may not survive. The question isn't whether we can stop this. The question is whether we can steer it, shape it, live with it, or whether we'll become footnotes in the autobiography of our own creation. We built our monster not in a laboratory, but in server farms and research labs, one algorithm at a time. And unlike Frankenstein's creature, this one doesn't hate us. It simply doesn't need us. What do you think? Are we creating humanity's greatest achievement or its final mistake? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if this video opened your eyes to the reality of AI development, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology that's reshaping our world. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload, because in the age of AI, staying informed isn't just smart, it's survival. See you in the next one.